Allow me. Go register first. A certain booth owner should use her brain instead of slacking off. You might as well start designing your mascot now. I don't look that scary. I think they both represent you. One is you pretending to be nonchalant before the result of the charity booth application was announced. The other is you being ecstatic once you learned your application was approved. Why sheep? You visit the hospital quite often. It is a mascot designed by the booth owner. I suppose this counts as my submission. You drew these? This one reminds me of a carefree child who disobeyed her doctor's orders and snuck out of the hospital. For what? Not listening to the doctor or secretly running away? What are these drawings? Are you certain that's what it's supposed to be? I cannot be compared to you, but I'm better than most. I did tell him to get some sun downstairs instead of staying in the ward all the time. Sammy didn't want to do checkups when he first arrived at the hospital. Grayson did it to coax Sammy to take his medicine. He's not a 3-year-old kid. Such lies won't fool him. That's because he's determined and never gave in to fear. Yes, those patients have been discharged. If words of hope must be transmitted through some sort of medium, I'll always find that medium. And then, I'll tell everyone that spring is on its way.
We're heading back. Thank you, Dr. Zayne. Bye.
Well, thanks to a certain someone who collected every one of the children's drawings and told their stories to the people who bought them all morning. A basic skill for surgeons. It's good practice for holding a scalpel. Apples have high water content. They're good for people who talk a lot. Well, someone invited me to go see tulips with them. The line went dead before I could even respond. Yes. And then someone blushed, looking as red as an apple. Let's enjoy spring together from now on.
How long have you been coughing for? Oh, it looks like it's just the common cold. It's probably because you've been exhausted from overworking lately. You never notice how tired you are when you're busy. You should get some rest over the next few days. I'll prescribe you some medicine. Zayne! I hope you're having a good evening so far. Here's the prescription. Take it to the pharmacy downstairs and they'll give you the medicine. The hospital check-in just so happens to be down there too. Your breathing sounds abnormal, so you'd better check in just to be safe. Well, it's up to you.
Since you're experiencing abnormal breathing, you'll need to go for a radiograph and a pulmonary function test. As such, I suggest that you check in tonight.
Yeah, I agree. It's better to be safe than sorry.
This is just my suggestion. In the end, it's all up to you. Get in. I'm sending you home. Grayson has already told you everything that needed to be said. Get some rest over the next few days. Don't forget to drink more hot water. It'll help with your cough. When people get mad, their bodies secrete catecholamines. Catecholamines affect one's cardiovascular system, metabolism, and internal organs. In short, I won't get mad easily. Forget it. There's a big difference in temperature between day and night in Lincoln City. Remember to take a cab when you get home at night so that you won't catch a cold. Are you sure? You were going to walk back had I not been waiting for you at the entrance, weren't you? Go on in.
Look at you. You're in pretty good shape after just a few days. Have you recovered from your cold? I'm afraid you'll have to talk to Dr. Zayne for that. Don't worry, even if he's not happy, he won't joke around when it comes to your work. After all, Dr. Zayne is a doctor.
Come in. Your company has already emailed me your health certificate. Can you read the second to last line of the health certificate aloud? Says the one who refused to be hospitalized, snuck out, and tried to walk home despite being likely to catch a cold. You need a doctor to sign it. So what do you think I should do? Lie? I'm just doing my job as a doctor. The last line, where it says, promises to not disobey the doctor's orders. Huh. Now that's another line I'm not signing for you. You should go and find another doctor. I have a meeting soon.
Why are you still here? Nah, there's no way you can annoy Dr. Zayne. Let me check it out. And then? That's all? That's all it takes to make Dr. Zayne mad? He usually doesn't say anything even when patients refuse to cooperate with their treatment. Dr. Zayne has always been focused on doing his job well. I've never seen him care about anything else. There's no way he'll make things difficult for you.
It's okay. He doesn't need that. Got it. Ignoring you has never crossed his mind. You should know that very well. That he can't ignore you, even if he wants to.
Welcome. Good evening. How can I help you? Do you not know what to choose? I can give you some recommendations. Is it for a family member, friend, or someone special? If it's for a gentleman, your options are brooch, tie clip, or cufflinks. What style does he usually dress in?
What is it? I'm on my way home. Where are you? Do you want me to help you pick out jewelry? It will be difficult for me to give an objective opinion if he has this sort of flamboyant style. They're too simple and could be easily mistaken for paper clips. Who are you planning to give it to? Someone older than you? Are you too close? If so, then it's not appropriate to give this kind of gift. What kind of person is he? Oh, you speak so highly of him.
How about this one? It's inspired by star jasmine and has an elegant shape. It also has a deep meaning behind it.
There is nothing remarkable about this. The color scheme is too ordinary. I am not. If you're giving him a thank you gift and he's such an outstanding person, you can't pick something mediocre. Do you have anything more unique?
Please take a look. This is called Night Neon. It's from one of our designer series, and there are only 8,000 sets worldwide. Its dynamic aesthetics are characterized by the vividly contrasting red and green, as well as the extravagant shape inspired by the neon lights of the busy city.
I think it's wonderful. When gifts are involved, it's the thought that counts. If the other person doesn't wear it simply because they don't need to, you can end your relationship at that moment. As you said, that is merely an excuse. If he lacks the courage to tell you the truth, then there is no need to be friends with someone so insincere. for me. No, I merely wasn't expecting it. You're mistaken.
Dear customers, a wanderer has appeared at the rooftop garden of the shopping center. We have already contacted the police. Please don't panic and evacuate in an orderly manner.
Don't worry, the commercial district has very good emergency procedures. Indeed, it is extremely dangerous. If someone is injured, they'll need first aid. Advice is advice, is it not? There appear to be at least 6 injured. I'll check them first. Watch out for the Wanderer. If you encounter anyone else who's wounded, make them go to a safe area if their injuries are minor. Notify me as soon as possible if their injuries are serious. Wait. Be careful. Try to hold out until backup arrives.
That thing can fly! I can't reach it!
One of them is in a complicated predicament. Keep it at bay for another 5 minutes. You can move him now. All he needs is a regular medical examination. Be careful. Don't mind me. Instead, you should. Step aside. However, everything is fine now. We made a great team. I successfully evacuated everyone else. I can't leave you behind. When I used to go into war zones with the medical team, our unspoken rule was to leave no one behind. What makes you say that? Doctors are humans as well. Being a mess isn't so bad if we get to see a night like this. cracked in half down the center. I suppose the quality of this designer piece isn't what it claimed to be. That is unnecessary. Since it's a gift from me, you should listen to what I have to say. Now it truly is night neon. It's perfect.
Why are you all by yourself? Come hang out with us. You're nearly done with your drink, aren't you? Here, I'll get you some more. Oh no, I spilled it. I'm so sorry about that.
Why do I always get a surprise whenever I run into you? It seems your weekend is more eventful than mine. Will you join me then? Why waste your time at a party you're not enjoying? You've been watching too many TV shows, so will you come or not? You only have so much time left.
Are you okay? Come back. We've got a couple of new faces joining the party.
This park usually doesn't have any visitors. That's why it's quiet. But it's not the same this time. Aren't you an expert in entertaining yourself? There's no point in socializing if it results in failure. Do you have any idea what these words mean? In that case, you shouldn't bother reading it. Who said I was bored? Be careful. I've seen this in the picture books the children back at the hospital read. Have you been listening to the Mystifying Urban Legends podcast before bed again? Yes, there is a forest behind the park. I've never walked around that area, but you seem to be itching to check it out. Let's go. Not everyone wishes to see the world as it is now. By surprise, do you mean how I nearly got drenched in red wine? Why are you just standing there? Didn't you want to go on a witch hunt? Come here. I heard of one being built here in the past. However, it was quickly abandoned. Are you done messing around? The sun will set soon. We should head back. Even if there were witches, they were more than likely kicked out by the construction team a long time ago. Let's hurry. Forgotten corners are inevitable in light of rapid economic development. It's getting dark. We should get going. Where are you going? I was wandering around the woods when I stumbled upon this place. Perhaps I can help you leave. If you head to the area where there aren't any leaves, you'll be able to see me. Would you like me to take you somewhere else? Well, it's all right, I suppose. It's not as interesting as you think it is. I'm not done answering your question. The outside world can be very boring sometimes. It's a different story when you meet someone special. The kind of person who almost spills red wine on you when you're passing by, or who won't stop talking when you're busy reading. I happen to need her vivacity in my life. You're not wrong. It is difficult to truly understand what goes on around me. Yet she's the one who's shown me how colorful the world is. So, shall I take you away from this place? Yes, I'm updating the patient's files now. How about you? Do you have any new plans for tonight? Don't you have a grudge list? Write this one down and I'll think of a way to compensate you after I commit enough offenses. Shall we go eat in the garden?
You're very familiar with this place. I'm wondering if there's a place you don't know.
Well, there might be monsters lurking nearby. I leave it to you then. Number 1 hunter in Lincoln City.
It's not your fault. She's fine. Don't worry. You insist on living.
I'm all right. What are you doing here? I remember you mentioned last night how hard you worked the last few days and wanted to sleep until the sun sets. What nightmare made you so scared that you came to me? What is it? Would even the best hunter in Lincoln City have such nightmares? Are you still scared? I dreamt that you were defeated by monsters and cried non-stop in my office. don't remember. I'm not afraid of nightmares. You will. While I am not a neurologist, I do know the answer to that question. Is that why you bought this tea? It's not bad. And I added some sugar. Judging by the ingredients, it's just ordinary green tea. Polyphenols can't promote sleep. They can, however, refresh our spirit. This must be one of those items you bought online after seeing some ads. What's the best course of treatment? I suppose anything can be passed off as good advice. I'm a medical expert as well. I say it's not worth it. Now what? Are you going to hypnotize me? Every sleep app uses the sounds of ocean waves for hypnosis and meditation. So your hypnosis didn't seem to work on yourself. No. I dreamt about a horde of wanderers. You were the one fighting off monsters in my dream. Perhaps it's because I heard a voice tell me. She will always be here. When I woke up, that girl was still holding my hand.
were the one who protected me in my dream. So, number one hunter in Lincoln City, would you like to try sleeping under my protection? You can sleep now. I'm here. I will always be here. You. What are you doing here? Is that so? I must be dreaming. So dreams and reality aren't that much different from each other. After all, some people can't stay quiet no matter where they are. It's not an alarm, but a reminder. Yes, it's to remind me that I need to leave early for an appointment. Indeed. Well, since you're already here, I guess there's no need for me to go out. Oh? Is there a rule that says I can't laugh while I'm dreaming? However, someone certainly feels real in this dream. She's warm, has a pulse, and I can feel her breath. However, something is different. If this were reality, she wouldn't be this easy to take down. Not being awake and not wanting to wake up are two separate things. You still haven't told me why you're here. I see. I was trying to kill some time by reading, but I haven't been sleeping well lately. I must have dozed off. Anterior aortic sinus adjacent to the sinotubular junction. How so? All I can say is that working while in bed isn't exactly the epitome of productivity. You're just making things up now. Or perhaps it's a primitive form of self-deception. All right. I have your proven theory memorized now. It's time to get up. What's wrong? You can't bear to leave my bed? You're just like a child. Don't you want to do something else now that the exhibition is canceled? I'll only mess up my sleep schedule. All right. We'll stay here for a while longer. You need to stay still if you're pretending to be asleep. I'm afraid that will be difficult with you here. It's proving to be a challenging one. Stay still. Don't move. Are you asleep? That was quick. I suppose those assignments you did in bed were actually finished in the middle of the night. All right, I won't. You're quite strong for someone who's sleeping. I won't leave. I'll stay right where you are and watch over you.
Good evening. Please show me your tickets. The entrance is straight ahead. Use your own earphones and connect to the Wi-Fi in our museum to listen to the explanations. I'm sorry, but we no longer have interpretation devices due to technical upgrades.
Thanks. This is the diary of an Egyptian doctor from the Ptolemaic dynasty. It says that the doctor's wife had been suffering from a chronic heart condition and was slowly dying. He tried to find a cure and prayed with the priests at the shrine every day to no avail. Eventually, he bought a slave and wanted to exchange his heart with that of his wife's as a last resort. Of course, he didn't succeed. He dissected his wife's heart in an attempt to pinpoint the cause of the disease. Perhaps the doctor believed that the one who took his wife away wasn't Osiris, but her disease. Unfortunately, during his time, it would have been impossible to pinpoint the cause even if he dissected the heart. It's in the explanation. I'll get going first. This is the last exhibit. Thanks for your pen. Is there anything else? Sure.
When did you come in?
I wasn't sleeping too soundly. You're welcome. You can take a look at the notebook after you give me back my glasses. Is this how you normally give people back their glasses? I drew it during my free time just to speculate on the cause of the Egyptian doctor's wife's disease. His records are very detailed, not to mention speculative and unconfirmed. The continuous development of modern medicine has its roots in the trial and error and experiences of our predecessors. When someone leaves behind their experiences and questions, it's only natural for someone else to summarize and answer them. It's time for me to start work. It's not like I'm a doctor who works at the hospital 24/7.
We can meet somewhere else. Why did you rush to see me? Dr. Louise told you that? She accompanied the combat team today. The soundproofing of these doors isn't very good. I overheard some things. If you pay attention, you can catch a keyword or two. There's nothing to worry about. My wound just reopened. It's not serious. I already took care of it. The door. At least let me sit up. It's fine. Actually, Which one of us is the doctor again? I was praising your ability to make judgment calls. I'm okay now. Go back to doing whatever you were doing before. You are overqualified to be on guard duty. It's just a scrape. A patient being down in the dumps isn't conducive to their full recovery. The future is here. Protocore weapon development. Is this truly the best way to kill time? Perhaps I'll read instead. Are you happy now? Join me then. When they're this small, they won't leave scars behind. Are you entertained by my hand? You're acting like a child who wants their parents' attention. It's difficult to ignore you when you're beside me. Do you admit defeat? I am not. This is your punishment. It's the best method to use against stubborn children. Thank you. I can continue with my reading. never hurts to understand your world a little bit better. Start with studying physical injuries. It should prove useful during your missions. No, not this time.
Attention please. Team Z01 will soon be returning. Many of its members are injured. Medical personnel, please report to the medical center in 15 minutes. I repeat, Team Z01 will soon be returning.
The medical staff here is basically a skeleton crew. Many aren't currently at the base. Do we need to make a deal? In that case, he'll use himself as payment then. All right. I'll let you perform a thorough checkup when we return.
I'm not hungry. I'll just get some noodles.
You should go to that noodle place in the alley and bring some back for us.
The patient in bed 3 requires special attention tonight. His surgery was today. The one in bed 9 will be discharged the day after tomorrow. Remember to prepare the report and files.
A nurse mentioned the patient in bed 7 had a fever in the afternoon.
Keep an eye on him for now. If his temperature is still high, you know what to do. Have you been waiting long? Let's go. What's for dinner? Innovative sweet and sour cuisine, mildly spicy hot pot, large briskets, and anything you want at the hospital cafeteria. You truly put a lot of thought into this.
Blood pressure 70/46. The patient has a congenital heart disease.
She's my patient. What happened?
She fainted while walking around the neighborhood, so her parents called us right away.
Get the defibrillator ready.
This is the Division of Cardiac Surgery. Didn't Dr. Zayne clock out already? All right, I understand. We will reserve a bed. ER called. They said Dr. Zayne took over and is preparing for surgery.
Is it Dulce? Poor girl. She's been in the hospital for months. She was finally stable. I thought she had fully recovered when Dr. Zayne discharged her.
You haven't gone home yet. It's late. Wait a moment, I'll give you a ride home. The operation failed. Grayson is talking to her family now. We can leave now. Does the patient in bed 7 still have a fever?
His temperature came down. We took it around 10 p.m.
Thank you. We had a low chance of success to begin with. It was acute cardiac arrest caused by an EVOL disorder. This is already a rare case, and we still have limited understanding when it comes to EVOL-related complications. There was no better way to tackle this than the operation I had performed. She was my patient for quite some time. I know this very well. Are you trying to be my therapist now? Imagine there's a heart in your hand, beating weakly. It's gradually slowing down, before stopping altogether. Imagine what that feels like. There is only so much we can do as doctors. As a doctor, I know very well that humans do not become stars after they die. Go ahead and say them, otherwise it will be a waste. That's a quote from Language Arts Volume 1, a high school textbook. If she did become a star, she'd be one who loves playing hide and seek. I suppose the textbook quote is correct. I'll be returning to the hospital. Dulcie is a rare case. Every detail of her surgery is crucial information for future research. I need to record everything and review it while my memory is still fresh. You're not so bad yourself. Good night. when seeing a therapist. One would usually make an appointment for their next session.
Mommy, look. That lady has blood on her back.
Don't stare. Come on, let's go.
Good evening. It's all right. I deal with blood every day. You don't want everyone to call an ambulance on your behalf, do you? There's no rush. How are you going to get home? I'm heading that way as well. We can walk together. Osmanthus flowers. They started blooming last week. You're not wrong. They have a unique fragrance. It's hard not to notice. I sometimes walk. What double rainbow? I did not. I believe I was in the operating room. Mm-hmm. They're from my colleagues. You may eat them. You're welcome. See you.
The bus is about to leave. Please stand still and hold on to the handrails. The next stop is...
Dr. Zayne? He's in a conference at the medical school.
He didn't say when he'd be back. If you have something for him, you can leave it at the reception desk.
All main thoroughfares in the city are currently congested due to the downpour. The Traffic Bureau would like to remind all citizens to plan their itineraries carefully.
Welcome to our bakery.
One caramel custard, one sea salt Eisbach roll, one taro paramile crepe cake.
Do you want to try our newest crispy maple syrup croissant?
All right.
Do you want to eat here?
Yes. It is certainly pouring. It is close to the hospital, is it not? The occasional intake of sugar helps keep one's spirits up. I can't trust someone simply because they claim to be trustworthy. Now that we're in the same boat, I can be at ease. These storms never last. Thank you. Perfect timing. What is this? You didn't need to. Why? Well, are you free now? I saw the picture you sent me yesterday. If you are not in a hurry, let's wait for the rain to stop. We might see a rainbow. As for these, I'll return them to you next time. Isn't that coffee with toast and scrambled eggs? It's just a normal breakfast. Ah, yes. On that day, my night shift had ended and a hunter was in the hospital lobby. And then she followed me to the parking lot and sat in the passenger seat of my car. Are you sure that's not just memory bias? Anything is delicious when you're starving. Is that what her stomach says? I don't have any of the ingredients to make that right now. It was for a doctor who just finished his night shift. I didn't expect someone would miss it so much. Allow me to remind you that you shouldn't have any high expectations of my cooking skills. Also, there is no guarantee I can perfectly recreate that breakfast. I'll only be your chef for today. I'm your primary care physician first and foremost. Where did you put the ingredients? Really? You said they were overcooked last time. You're just going to eat it even if I say yes. The way you eat chips reminds me of something. It's like listening to a little rat munch on food. The toast is almost done. You have a lot. Are you planning on opening your own store? You love to hoard food, Miss Hamster Store owner. And have you figured out what it is? You should do that as soon as possible. Or else they'll go bad. If you can finish all of these jars within a month, they won't go to waste. Nobody said jam could only be eaten in the morning. I know. I'm going to pretend I only heard what you said before the but. You're not wrong.
Easy to use, convenient meals. I can meet all of your needs. A jack of all trades, Mr. Cooker at your service.
You should get one. That way the food you buy won't go bad before you can eat them. Are you planning to visit the hospital again to hunt down a doctor who just finished his night shift? It seems someone wants her primary care physician to change careers.
Take charge of every morning, starting today.
You've decided, then perhaps he can surpass your expectations.